Hi everyone, I am Gonzalo Munita and welcome to Radio Aldous Huxley, the place where we analyze every single novel written by this author. Today's novel is Brave New World, published on 1932. This novel had made a big impact on today's perspective of the world that surrounds us, because of the fact that covers several topics, such as sexuality, promiscuity, mass control, among others. However, today we are going to focus on religion. And for this, we have a special guest that will help us to understand more about the author's view. Miss Palma, welcome.
Thank you, Gonzalo. Well, yes, as you said, this novel reflects most of the things we lack as society, but in an ironic way. First, society in all cultures share one of the most common traits, that is, religion, which is our main focus today. Studying religion in any society reveals many of the behaviors of the individual. Aldous Huxley, Brave's New World, describes a world in which pain and suffering have been all but eliminated, where pleasure is perpetual, and where society is immersed in stability.
That's interesting. However, living in such society and a balanced world, is there any space for religion or a god? I mean, from my perspective, religion can be considered as mass control, as well as taking soma to feel a false sense of happiness. I consider that religion is present in this novel, not as other topics, but it is present. Huxley wanted to transmit that there are other ways to control population, as well as our modern religion.
Of course, actually, in our world such as this, the novel argues there is no need for God and religion. God is simply a response to human suffering, and since there is no suffering in the novel, not even death, God seems to be useless. Modern society reflects that there are many people today who would argue that, as the amount of suffering in life decreases, God becomes less and less useful. Yet, there are also those who would say that God is an objective truth and that religion's sentiments are a part of human nature. For instance, the argument between Mustafa, Mond, and John illustrates this conflict.
Definitely, I agree with your ideas. Contrasting world-state society with our society, in the world state, there was no need for believing in God or belonging to any religion. On the other hand, in our reality, our society is some sort of determined to belong or to believe. People tend to think that there are some things that we cannot do or control by ourselves. That's why we need a powerful God to help us. But in the novel, the world state replaces it and overrules this God.
Yes, actually, you are right. And according to Mustafa Mond, one of the world controllers, religion causes wars, pain, suffering, and tears. It was used to explain the matters of the old world when science wasn't able to. Furthermore, people turned towards religion when they were stressed or had to deal with problems. But in a time when technological progress is at its peak and all problems are solved by soma and sex, religion is an unnecessary curse. In a society where no one is afraid of dying, however, religion makes no sense in this novel.
At all. Agree again. And I think Mustafa Mann is partly right. Our society only clings to religion because most of us are conditioned to believe by our parents and our environment. In a time when all these mysteries are solved, we do not implicitly need to cling to these old-fashioned traditions. It is true that many people find help in God, but even more people suffering through wars in God's name. The human race is slowly losing the ability to have faith in itself and rather trust in God or destiny.
Yes, and in addition, the biggest problem of the religion nowadays is the menace of religion fanatics who are able even to kill masses of people in seconds. They easily get manipulated by their leaders and are willing to give their lives for the illusion of paradise. However, I think that the way chosen by the world controllers is too extreme and also takes away the liberty of the people. Even if they wouldn't miss a thing, no one is allowed to take away the right to choose. The healthiest opinion will be tried to combine both technology and religion, or just to let them exist side by side.
Interesting thought. Actually, I think I agree again with you. Marcel, we are running out of time. Is there anything you would like to add to this analysis before we finish?
Well, I think people must find a balance between the two sides of something. If you strongly believe in only one side of the face, you will not be able to have an overview of the today's issues, such as the one we commented today. So that's it.
Yes, our time is finished for today. So thank you so much, Miss Palma. Again, a clap for you.
Thank you.
For the people who are at home listening this, see you next week for another incredible novel. Have a wonderful week. Bye.
Bye bye.